What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Unexplained Outlook. Now, they done caught Elon Musk lying again on President Trump, talking about he was in the Epstein Files when he clearly was not. Check out this clip here. This is clear evidence that Elon is making stuff up. Check it out.
You know, I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
Yeah. Do you think Reid Hoffman's uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gates.
And Gates.
Yeah.
And I only ask that because you just look at them and you're like, that's a nervous person right there. I don't know. I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Does he seem nervous to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's terrified of a Trump victory.
Because of the disclosure that would follow?
I think he's certainly ideologically not aligned with Trump anyway, but I think he is concerned about the Epstein situation.
All right, so as you see here, Elon was saying when Trump gets in office, if he does, he's going to expose the Epstein client list. And all of the other billionaires would be terrified of that because they're on the list, which Elon makes it seem like he knew he was on it then, which was speculation at that point, of course. Even if Elon was in the Oval Office and whatnot, what would make him think that he would know who was on that list? I don't think that he knows at all who is on that list. Now let's get into this clip with Theo Von and our Vice President, J.D. Vance. This is absolutely hilarious, talking about the whole feud with Elon Musk and President Trump. Let's get it going.
Elon just hit the airwaves today. Bring it up,
man.
dude.
Oh, man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay. Wow.
Elon Musk, time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran.
So it's funny. I haven't even seen,
right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJ.
This is not real. This is the most childish thing I've ever seen in my life.
Man.
Well, so just so your audience is aware, when is this going to air? Like tomorrow or 2 days from now?
45 minutes. Airing now, dude. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
no.
Presumably when this comes out, people are going to know more about this than even I do, because
I just learned about
this. Kind of happened on the plane when I was coming on down here. Okay,
I agree.
Look,
this is new.
Here's my basic reaction to like all this stuff is look, first of all, absolutely not. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein. Like, the guy is, whatever the Democrats and the media says about him, that's totally BS. Here's my basic read on it. First of all, I'm the vice president to President Trump. My loyalties are always going to be with the president. And I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country is really good. And look, man, I'm always going to be loyal to the president, and I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold. Maybe that's not possible now because he's gone so nuclear.
Well, his feelings,
but I hope it is, man.
His feelings are hurt. Why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I think number one, so Elon's new to politics, right? So his businesses are being attacked nonstop. They're literally like firebombing some of his cars. And by the way, we're looking into a lot of this stuff. I mean, some of that stuff we're looking into is an act of terrorism at the Department of Justice, because I think it is an act of terrorism. So I think part of it is this guy got into politics and has suffered a lot for it. But I mean, and I get the frustration there, and I get the frustration that, I mean, look, Congress, you got the spending bill. But the main purpose of the bill is not actually spending or cutting spending, though it does cut a lot of spending. The main purpose of the bill is to prevent the biggest tax increase. But I understand, like, it's a good bill. It's not a perfect bill. Like the process in DC, if you're a business leader, you probably get frustrated with that process because it's more, bureaucratic. It's more slow moving.
Yeah.
So I think there's just some frustrations there. But I really, man, I think it's a huge mistake for him to go after the president like that. And I think that if he and the president are in some blood feud, most importantly, it's going to be bad for the country. But I don't think it's going to be good for Elon either.
I can 100% agree with that. I think it is a very bad look on Elon Musk. He's the one that essentially started all of this. And then to take it all the way to saying unforgivable things is just absurd. And Trump is proving himself to be the bigger person. He already has been saying good things about Elon. And Elon has went back and started deleting files and deleting posts, off of his X account where he said all these negative things about the president. And, he did that after Trump kept saying wonderful things about him. So Trump is being the bigger person. Here he is just last night with a few things he had to say on the plane about it.
And a good way to save money could be to cancel some of Musk's contracts. How seriously are you considering that?
We'll take a look at everything. I look at everything. He's got a lot of money. He gets a lot of subsidy. So we'll take a look at that. Only if it's fair. Only if it's fair for him and for the country. I would certainly think about it, yeah. But it has to be fair.
Mr. President, would you consider reopening investigations into his companies? There are a bunch of investigations.
I didn't know that they had any, but they had them. I would just let them speak for themselves. I had no idea. Excuse me. I have no idea whether or not they had investigations.
And what's your view on Elon Musk as of today? Have you heard from him at all? As your
Honestly,
team?
I've been so busy working on China, working on Russia, working on Iran, working on so many. I'm not thinking about Elon. I just wish him well.
On the China talks.
On Mr. Musk's contracts, do you feel like the U.S. can survive without them? Obviously, you contribute a lot when it comes to defense and space, and that relationship has been important for quite some time.
The U.S. can survive without almost anybody.
And
except me.
Did you have any concerns about his drug use when he was working for you?
I don't want to comment on his drug use. I don't know. I don't know what his status is. I read an article in the New York Times. I thought it sounded very unfair to me.
You said earlier.
See, still looking out for him, still not stabbing him in the back, still keeping it real, still being the bigger person.
Today that Mr. Musk had a problem. What did you mean by that? And did you misjudge him by
I
bringing?
don't want to talk about problems. I think that I think the United States had problems, and if you look at the numbers today, the numbers were unbelievable. The numbers were incredible. The numbers that came up today, the stock market went way up. The country's doing really well. Almost, I think, in a very short period of time, you're going to be saying doing better than it's ever done before. We have hundreds of plants coming in, a lot of jobs are being created. That's what happened this morning. You saw the jobs. And the nice part, they're not government jobs. They're jobs of people coming in and doing other things, including the leisure, hotel and leisures. Good stuff. A lot of good things are happening with our country. We're taking in billions of dollars of tariff money. The money is pouring in. And it hasn't even started yet, really, relatively. We're going to have a very successful country very soon and a very strong bill.
Mr. President, you gave Elon Musk, when he left the White House, a key, symbolically, to the White House, to the administration at large. I think that's what. Would you like him to give that back?
No, I don't take things back. No,
What about the Tesla?
I gave him a key. He tried very hard. The Tesla, I haven't thought about it.
On his work then, as of this point, for the administration, how do you think his Doge did at the end of the day with the savings that?
I think it helped us a lot. I think it helped our thinking, and it's not finished at all. We've basically taken it over, and we're doing a job. Many of those people remain with us, and they're going to remain with us. They're very good. It's terrific. We saved hundreds of billions of dollars. It's terrific, and it's going further. I'd give you the answer actually at the end of 2 years, because a lot of it is out into the future. But it was a big saving and a good mindset.
And what are you going to do about?
Still looking out for Elon, still praising him and the Doge team, saying nothing but wonderful things about him and the crew and Doge and all the great things they did, all the things that they found, still promising basically in the future that they will get things done in the next 2 years by, I think it's June of 2026 when Doge is supposed to end, that they will get this stuff done and codified. We'll see.
The Tesla, are you going to keep it, or are you going to?
I haven't thought about it.
Do you have any plans to contact?
I hope he does well with Tesla.
Do you have any plans to speak with Mr. Musk? This was one of your closest advisors for
No, I don't
months.
have any plans. Somebody made a mistake. A lot of reporters have been calling me. I didn't call any reporter. A lot of reporters, they ask me the same question. No, I don't. I'm not even thinking about that.
There apparently were these efforts. This is what I read, to bring you and Elon back together. So those efforts where are they?
No, there are efforts. I've been asked about it, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm really interested in the country and solving problems, including war problems in very far away lands. A lot of people being killed. You know, when I left, we had no problem. We didn't have wars. We defeated ISIS 100%. Iran was broke. There was no Hamas problem. There was no Hezbollah problem. Israel wouldn't have happened, in other words. Russia, Ukraine wouldn't have happened. We had no inflation. And by the way, we have no inflation now. And if we had a good Fed chairman, you would lower rates. And you know what? If inflation happened in a year from now or 2 years, let him raise rates.
Look, man, he's right. He is right. He does have a lot bigger things to focus on. Russia and Ukraine are going through it right now, and extremely high tensions are going on. I'm just wondering, is somebody going to use one of those super strong weapons? I hope not. I hope no one gets wiped off the face of the earth. But it's not looking good at all between Russia and Ukraine. We have all this turmoil with China. Trump just finally spoke to Xi Jinping, and they're trying to get things worked out and have a deal with the Trump administration going out to China so they can work on some negotiations. I mean, there is a lot of big things going on. And I guess when you're the president, you don't have time to deal with someone being emotional about stuff and slandering your name. So hopefully, Elon can take all that stuff back and go make a huge apology about all the stuff that he said, because that just seems crazy. That just seems crazy. Like, is it really necessary for you to say the stuff about the sitting president, bro? You have the game messed up. Seriously. And I think that's very childish and erratic behavior. I rock with Elon Musk. I rock with Trump. Both of them are my guys. But, man, Elon fumbled the bag on this one. He dropped the ball, and Trump is being the bigger person about it all and staying focused on what he needs to stay focused on. So hopefully Elon will be the one that comes back around and does what he needs to do to fix this relationship, because, all this over a bill and your subsidies is absurd, Mr. Richest Man in the World. But I still rock with you. I still like both these guys. So we'll see what happens. You guys drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. To watch the Unexplained Outlook, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.